Hey guys! Enjoying our reaction videos? If you are, please click the link to the reacted video in the description and show the creator lots of support. Thanks guys! Goku versus Superman. I've been dying to see this. Screw Attack has a real good death battle, Goku versus Superman, that you guys told me about. I didn't know it existed, but I saw, I've been watching the original clip, the Dragon Ball clips of the original. I learned about Goku's past, and I mentioned how, wow, it's really cool how, similar him and Superman are, and, the alien from another planet sent in the little pod and everything, and all that kind of crap. And you guys said that this was here to check it out, so we're going to do it. It's 32 minutes long, and I've explained to you guys several times that I have all kinds of issues with the internet here at Time Warner. It comes and goes. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's the shits. Right now it's the shit, so I'm going to split it in half so that, I'm not tying up everybody in the house's internet for too long. But I won't make you guys wait. I'll go right to, you guys said that the first half of the video is basically the breakdown of each one of them, how they would act, react, given the science behind it and everything, their logic behind how the fight unfolds. So I'll split it at that half. As soon as I upload this one, everybody else in the house has a chance to use internet for whatever they need to. I'll upload the other one. I won't make you guys wait. Let's check it out. I'm really psyched for this.
This episode of Death Battles brought to you by Slip.
Oh, and at the end of the second one, I'll give my take on whether or not just my personal opinion of how accurate I thought they were.
Jim.
For whatever that's worth. I'm brain damaged, but I know a lot about fighting. I mean, what I still remember, because the fighting took away a lot of the memory, too.
Born to dying races and sent to brave new worlds, these two alien saviors are legendary.
Cool.
And everybody wants to know who would kick whose ass in a fight.
That's what I want to know.
I mean everyone.
Goku, the tenacious Super Saiyan.
And Superman, the Man of Steel.
To ensure no questions are left unanswered, we will be acknowledging every official resource for both combatants. Though the original writings hold precedence, no mistranslations allowed. Also, as he was retconned and rebuilt in 1986, we will be examining the modern Superman.
Okay, I didn't know about that.
Make up new superpowers on the fly and destroy entire solar systems by sneezing? Probably a good idea. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Now, do you guys believe that these guys had the Screw Attack crew? I've heard some rumblings in the comment section that they had a bias going in. Does anybody know for a fact, no sour grapes, does anybody know for a fact if these guys have a favorite of the two characters? I mean, are they Dragon Ball people? Are they classic superhero people? Something like that. I mean, we'll make our own decisions too as we see the video. I know you guys have all seen it. By all means, though, go see it again at their site. Because every time you support the original creators, it makes me feel good.
Kakarot was born to a low-class Saiyan warrior on the planet Vegeta. He narrowly escaped the extinction of his entire race when he was sent to Earth with a single, simple mission.
Destroy everything! He conveniently bumped his head and forgot about it all.
Dubbed Goku by his adopted grandfather, his life revolves around combat. He cares little for anything else, unless food is involved.
Can I have another bowl, please?
At 12 years old, he was trained by
see more of those
Master
clips.
Roshi and Kame-sen and Ryu,
Yeah.
which pushes a person to superhuman levels.
Complementing his Saiyan biology, Goku's superhuman strength, speed, and senses skyrocketed. He developed numerous fighting techniques, including the fast-moving after image and the dragon throw, his trademark grapple.
At 15, he was already so powerful that the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a talking cat, but mostly gods! He was only a kid and his power level was already enormous.
It's over 9,000!
Not yet!
That's the quote.
Okay, now it is.
What, 9,000?
False! In the Japanese manga, Goku's power level at that time was 8,000.
Oh,
But
really?
It doesn't even matter because power levels are absurd. The entire point of introducing them was to show how unreliable and meaningless they were. By relying on power levels, the villains constantly underestimated the heroes.
Really?
Therefore, using them to judge Goku's abilities is
I like that from the bridge. That was awesome.
The official Dragon Ball encyclopedia. It states power levels eventually become immeasurable. Not because they are so high they can't be measured, but because the characters, and hopefully the audience, have realized just how futile these numbers are.
Oh, that's really cool. These guys are really good.
That may be true,
But strength isn't the only thing that matters.
That's my point
We
in the fight.
cannot judge
I'll
Goku
make
by
that
his
later.
power level, nor can we through power scaling, the theory that he can achieve the same feats as lesser Dragon Ball characters. Goku's abilities are tailored to his personal training and experiences, not to mention
These guys know
anatomy.
their shit,
I
boy.
can breathe in space and you
Fucking
can't.
freezer.
However, Goku does have a knack for mimicking ki techniques.
Ki is metaphysical, made up of things such as vigor, courage, and being in one's true mind.
It's basically a kind
Nobody
of
wants to
natural
be in
life
this
force
mind,
energy
not
and is
even
a
me.
fundamental component of Taoist medicine and martial arts. Oh, and it's not magic.
Dragon Ball creates a very distinct difference between Ki and magic. Ki is dependent on the physical ability of the user, and magic users
Oh,
like
these
Bobby
guys
are clearly using something
Really
different.
in depth with this.
Goku
This is
harnesses and
fascinating.
manipulates his Ki energy.
Into badass lasers and stuff.
Into
like
badass
triple S,
lasers and
energy
stuff.
barriers and the Destructo disc, which he totally stole from Krillin.
What the hell do the voices in here? These guys are great.
The solar flare blinds opponents, and the spirit bomb puts energy from other things into a giant death ball that takes friggin' forever to make.
Energy taken from sentient beings
Yeah.
must be voluntary. The spirit bomb is fueled by positive energy, which is only effective against those filled with negative energy, aka evil. In the Super Android 13 film, Goku actually absorbs the ki gathered from the spirit bomb, becoming one with it, transforming and manipulating the energy himself.
But his two best moves are the Dragon
Oh,
Fist,
shit.
where he supercharges his punch with a golden ki.
And again, guys, don't worry about spoilers. I've said it before. 2 reasons. 1, we're watching the abridged version as it comes out. I watch that for the hilarity of the writing of TFS because they're brilliant. And 2, I've been hit on the head a lot. I forget shit constantly. Anyway, so refreshers are good.
Dragon and the one and only Kamehameha.
Kamehameha.
A giant focus beam
Kamehameha
which
what?
every kid in the world has always wanted to do. Don't lie, you've tried it.
Goku also
I
uses
tried
ki for
earlier
telekinesis
today.
and high-speed flight.
I don't think I'm
he
a
can
kid.
even sense the power and
What?
location of other ki sources, then teleport directly to them with instant transmission.
Which is light speed.
You dematerialize and travel as a mass of light.
Again, false. This is another mistake in translation. According to the original
Really?
manga, instant transmission is, well, instant. Its only flaw is that it requires concentrated focus.
It's no good. I can't concentrate.
Also, he can read minds.
Wait, what? Is there no limit to this key thing?
He
There
can.
is.
He
Goku
can what?
draws from a
I
finite-
didn't hear that.
According to the original manga, instant
just missed what he
transmission
said there.
is, well, instant. Its only flaw is that it requires concentrated focus.
It's no good. I can't concentrate.
Also, he can read minds.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
read minds,
Is there
okay.
no limit to this key thing?
There is. Goku draws from a finite pool of ki energy. So to increase his power, Goku perfected the art of Kaioken. This
Kaio what?
amplifies Goku's ki, multiplying his strength, speed, defense, and so on.
Only one problem. It puts a
Oh.
giant strain on his body and
Highest
could even kill him.
multiplication 20.
Times
All right.
But Goku does not have to rely
Damn.
solely on his ki. He wields the Power Pole, a magical staff which expands and contracts.
I want a
When
power
he's hurt,
pole.
eating a sensu bean heals him up.
I
And
got a
to get
saggy
around,
pole.
he rides the flying nimbus, a flying cloud which probably tastes
like
like,
the flying
cotton
nimbus.
candy.
Still, the Kaioken was Goku's trump card for some time until a fateful
And I do
battle
talk
with
over
the
these.
tyrant Frieza.
I always
who pushed
encourage
Goku
people,
past his
watch the
limits to
original if
achieve
you're
the
concerned with
legendary
something I
form
smoke
of
over.
Super Saiyan.
Watch the original anyway.
There are 4 different levels of Super
Great
Saiyan,
name.
each drastically boosting
Full
his
power.
power.
Like the Kaioken, each form does
Super Saiyan
burden his
4.
body, though Goku has trained to minimize this.
Super Saiyan 3 multiplies the already combined power of Super Saiyan 2 by 4, but comes at a horrible price. That hair.
Yeah.
Almost destroyed his body while he's using it, but my god, the hair!
I was gonna pause it for that. Because as soon as he said comes at a horrible price, I knew that was gonna be it.
For Goku, the life-sapping Super Saiyan
that's
3
good.
form would be trumped by his final transformation, Super Saiyan 4. This form alters his body to better endure the 4,000 times power increase.
Complete with pink fur and eyeshadow.
Damn.
You're the ultimate form.
With each transformation,
Oh, I can't
minus
wait
full
till
power
TFS
Super Saiyan
gets all
1,
this. It's probably
Goku
gonna be
loses some self-control,
long time.
becoming more violent and instinct-prone.
When I'm at this power level, it's hard for me to listen to reason. I just lose control.
Goku's greatest strength
That
is
ain't
his
good.
tenacity and never give up attitude. He does not fight to defeat others, he fights to defeat himself. However, this may also
That's
be
cool.
his greatest weakness.
He prefers a fair fight, eager to see his opponent's maximum potential.
He's about to reach his maximum. This could be your last chance.
I want him to reach his maximum. I want to fight him when he's at his best.
But when the whole world is at stake, Well,
Goku's
hindsight is
batshit.
2020.
Batshit
And although he's
badass.
more than tough enough to survive in a vacuum,
No
he
form
clearly
was
needs
sometimes
oxygen,
too
so
forgiving.
no breathing in space.
Plus,
Limited
well,
amount of
Goku's not very bright. Despite some basic schooling from Roshi,
Yeah.
Goku has never had a day of certified formal education in his life. It took him years just to learn how to drive.
But why the hell would Goku need to drive a car?
I was just gonna say.
Even so, Goku understands his weaknesses. To him, a formal education would just be a waste of time. He is already a genius when it comes to martial arts.
And even if he does get the hell beaten out of him, he improves
Kick
with every
sells
fight.
ass.
And that is what Goku is
sells
all
cool.
about. He thrives on becoming stronger and bursting limits, and has overcome every obstacle in his way.
Even marriage.
Goku might just be the greatest martial artist in fictional history.
Oh, might.
What are you?
I am the hope of the universe. I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace.
Wow. How do you say might be
Allied to
the
good.
greatest martial
Nightmare to
artist
you.
of fiction? Who would be better? I seriously, I can't think of anybody offhand
My son was in the bus.
other than Chuck Norris, but he's not fictional.
He saw what Clark did.
Kal-El was born to a high-class scientist on the planet Krypton.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
narrowly
yeah.
escaped the destruction of his home world when his father sent him to Earth with the goal of...
I have to admit, I have a little bit of bias here because I was huge into superheroes when I was a kid. This was obviously way before Dragon Ball or anything. I was in Batman's camp. I was in the fuck Superman camp. But I'm still going to try to be fair.
preserving human life.
Well, what a coincidence! Except for the whole saving human life thing. After landing on Earth, he was found and raised by the kids,
Age
who decided to
39.
name him Clark. And weren't they surprised when they found out he was an alien with
Pulitzer
superpowers?
Prize-winning
After
investigative
discovering
reporter.
his true heritage,
Pussy.
Clark refused to accept his Kryptonian side. He subconsciously developed mental barriers that blocked him from attaining his full power, which he would work to uncover throughout the rest of his life.
Stupid power-limiting brain?
After graduating college in 2 years and traveling the world as a secret superhero,
I don't know why that struck me so funny. Stupid power limiting brain. I like these guys a lot.
Clark moved to the city of Metropolis as an investigative reporter
As an
and donned the red and
investigative
blue
pussy.
to publicly announce his presence as the
think I said
Superman,
that.
defender of truth, justice, and the American way, until he renounced his American citizenship.
Mild-mannered Clark kept his identity a secret with the brilliant disguise of
That's
dirty
right. Renounce his
glasses and wimpy
citizenship.
demeanor.
Fuck him up, Goku.
Oh, I'm sorry. Proving that people only see what they want to believe.
Boomstick, that's surprisingly profound.
Since then, his power's been pretty
It's all-
inconsistent, mostly due to the writers doing whatever the
That is pretty stupid. Oh, he gets all worried because his glasses are off. She's gonna know immediately.
hell they please.
Well, there is a legitimate explanation. Superman's powers are dependent on the ultrasolar rays of the sun. By absorbing yellow or blue sunlight, his power rises. However, he cannot absorb sunlight from a red star. So, if you take away a yellow sun, you slowly take away Superman's powers.
He's solar powered.
Use
They
that
call
to your
him the
advantage,
world's first superhero,
Goku.
but sounds more like the world's first hippie to me.
Now, the intensity of solar radiation disperses the further away it gets from the source. So, the closer Superman is to the sun, the more solar radiation he'll absorb.
So he gathers more power the higher he gets? He is a hippie.
In the Justice League series, Our World's at War, Superman actually spent 15 minutes inside the sun. When he resurfaced,
Oh, I didn't know
he was
about
powerful
this.
enough to effortlessly move planets.
He can also hear sounds millions of miles away, see through anything but lead, and spot things moving faster than light.
He can see at a subatomic level and hear through
Yeah,
the
what about
vacuum
the
of
lead
space.
thing?
Somehow.
Pussy.
He can even see
We can't
your
see
soul.
through lead.
What?
It happened.
Well, weird abilities aside, Superman can freeze his enemies in ice or create hurricanes just by breathing. And to top it all off, he shoots laser beams from his eyes.
They're taking too many liberties with him too with his powers. I don't mean the Screw Attack guys. I mean the writers of the comic books nowadays. Give me a fucking break.
Heat vision can be expanded to encompass anything within Superman's sight and reach temperatures hotter than the sun.
He can incinerate entire planets in a staring contest.
However, heat vision does drain his solar power much faster than any other ability,
Oh.
especially when he amps it up. And with precision, heat vision can reach microscopic levels invisible to the human eye.
Heat vision. Focus through your pupils like a scalpel. Instant lobotomy.
Superman can vibrate his body
Wow.
fast enough to phase through attacks, even turn invisible. By vibrating to just under light speed, Superman can use the infinite mass punch. This speed causes the relative mass of his fist to increase immensely
Really?
and hits with the force of a supernova.
Which explodes at a force of 10 octillion megatons.
Fucking Goku will
Thanks
eat
back
that
to
for
the day,
breakfast.
calendar.
In comparison, this is
Or
the
lunch,
Tsar,
depending on
the
time of day.
most powerful bomb mankind has ever tested. 50 megatons.
So that punch is like 200 septillion super nukes. That's 24 zeros, bitches.
Superman is not only
Superman.
strong, but a genius with a super brain that can process information thousands of times faster than an average
Genius
human.
intellect,
He
that's
is
me,
capable of
you
strategic
guys
fighting even while traveling
watching the
8
video doing
times the
this.
speed of light.
He's an expert in disabling opponents through pressure point
Oh,
combat.
fuck him and
once
his
fought
martial
demons
arts. He
in
doesn't know
Valhalla
shit compared to
alongside
Goku.
Wonder Woman and Thor for 1,000 freaking years.
He's even learned how to protect his mind from
come
telepathic
on, Goku.
attacks.
I heard your telepathic shout before, but my mind is protected from anything deeper by a series of psychic blocks.
Bullshit.
Best I've seen, too.
He also studied 2 Kryptonian martial arts,
Ooh,
Torquasm Rao
Kryptonian.
and Torquasm Vo.
Orgasm what now?
You know, yeah, I was thinking the
Torquasm
same
Rao
thing.
is a hard martial art in which Superman enters the theta state. A real
Sounds
life
like a
phenomenon
fapping
in which a
martial
person
art.
becomes extremely receptive to information and instinct. Torquasm Vo is a mental martial art with which Superman can fight off mind domination and illusions, or even counterattack.
In order to master all his
Bullshit.
powers, Superman needed to break through his own self-created mental blocks. Like how when he was younger, he believed he needed to eat food and breathe oxygen like humans, when he can really just survive on solar energy alone, like some weird plant man.
And thanks to some intense training from Mongol II, he managed
Some
to tear
weird
these
black
barriers
man.
down and become the true Superman, capable of amazing feats.
Yeah, like when he obliterated an F5 tornado with a round of applause, or when he was the filling for a planet sandwich, or held a mini black hole in his hand. Oh, or the time he dragged the frickin' Earth around.
What? What?
Superman
What?
has survived some pretty crazy things, like when cold gas hit him with 15 supernovas to the face.
That was like 15 suns exploding in his face.
I just said that.
Exaggeration? Maybe,
Yes.
but he has survived other supernovas before. When he takes a hit, his super dense molecular structure and bioelectric aura protects him and his suit.
Holy crap, he sounds invincible.
Alright, so
Not
his
exactly.
aura protects
His solar
him?
energy can be depleted over the course of a battle
There
if
you
he
go.
takes too much damage or remains out of sunlight for too long. This is how the monster Doomsday was able to kill him. Oh, sorry, not kill, put him into a healing coma. He
Yeah,
also has several
major
specific
cop-out, no
weaknesses,
shit.
like the famous kryptonite, radioactive fragments of his home world which bring him to his knees. Any prolonged exposure will eventually kill him. He also
There
has
you go.
no special resistance to magical attacks.
And he always gets all hung up on doing the right thing, even if it
Kill the
makes
guy
his
with a
life
fucking
miserable.
green
He
pebble.
does not fight for himself, but to protect others. Even the buildings in Metropolis are more valuable to him than his own life.
Oh, isn't he sweet? Oh, come on, Goku, kick this pussy's ass.
Most of the time. Point is, Superman spends more time defending the city than actually improving his own abilities.
But remove all those pesky feelings about saving people and look out.
I feel like I live in a world made of cardboard, always taking constant care not to break something, to break someone. What we have here is a rare opportunity for me to cut loose and show you just how powerful I really
Ooh,
am.
Goku's scared, pussy.
All right, the combatants are set.
All right,
Let's end
that's
this
it.
debate once and for all.
It's time for
Okay,
a
that's it. I'm gonna cut it right here, guys. Again, just you know, you gotta allow me a little bit of leeway with the times on the videos, just for our household sanity. I'll upload this part, and as soon as you know it's clear in the house to do so, I'll upload the second part. I can't wait for this now. I see. I'm biased, so I'm not sure exactly where my bias is coming in, but I just feel like, I don't know, Superman's powers are artificially inflated, where Goku's all stay true to his story right from the get-go, where Superman is just like has these set of powers, and then when it's convenient, it's like, oh, guess what else I got? And yeah, I don't know, but I'm waiting. We'll be right back with the fight, guys.